Okay, we're doing the Bagua training methods, and I'll put the number one on after this, but this is the number second one because Ben forgot to do some filming. Okay, I'll give you, you're all so much enjoying that so much, and I can see it's already having a really good effect. Some people are already turning into raving lunatics, so that's really good. As I said, these Bagua methods are designed to bring that animal within out, which is what you need for realistic self-defense. You can't put a round peg in a square hole and vice versa, so, or can you? Square peg, round hole? Nah. Round peg, oh, you could probably put a round peg in a square hole, couldn't you, if the square was, but then if it was a really small hole, you couldn't. You'd have to use it and hammer it in, wouldn't you? Yeah, well, anyway, you can't use a formulated martial art for realistic self-defense, because self-defense is totally illogical. Nothing happens as you ever expect it. So you've got to have these explosive methods just to bring out that animal within you. So it's like you're fighting like a wild dog or whatever. You know, they don't have to think about doing any techniques. They just, if there's something's there to bite, they'll bite it. Okay, oh no, I'll just do the solo one. So the next one is we start in the more traditional Bagua way, just rather than having the hands by your sides. We start in the traditional Bagua way with your hands like this, a little bit stretched, the hands. The stepping is always the same. So we're still going to go and have that rebound coming through your body. There must be that shock. You must feel a shock going up through your body. For that split second, your mind should be like, and then, oh yeah, I'm back here again. But if you do it like, nothing's happened. You see, I was still aware of everything. I'm looking at the clock up there as I was doing it even, and nothing's happening within my body. So it must be, it's literally, as I keep saying, it's like sneezing. You know, a sneeze is just for that split second, you're just totally subconscious. You've got to close your eyes and everything. So with this, it's like a sneeze. Who did that? Is that you? Is that you, Bri? Okay, so it's got to be coming up through the floor, and you must really feel that. See how my eyes blinked for that split second? You can't keep your eyes open when you sneeze. There's nothing dangerous in that because it's only like, you know, for a split second. Birds have to do it all the time because they don't have veins going into their eyes, so they have to keep lubricating by blinking all the time. Whereas humans can leave their eyes open for a lot longer. So for that split second, you see, if you're doing it correctly, the eyes will just go like that. So I'll just do it now. You see it? Didn't happen? Oh, shit. I'll have to do it again. Just watch the eyes. Just that split second. When your foot slaps, the eyes just go like that. So, and your whole brain just is nowhere. So that's the main part of this. This time, the left hand is going to just slap down like that. Just slap down in front of you. Like the other one came across, that was the open side, the other one we did. I'll just put it on the camera just in case. So we're doing that step, and the hands are going to come across your body like that. And then within that one explosive move, the hands are going to come back across to the neck, like so. So the application is, as I'm coming forward, bang, it must slap. Now, as Amanda just discovered, then you don't use your arm because you're going to get hurt, percussed up in through there and onto the ulnar bone, which is quite weak and you can actually break it. It's only that thin in the middle. So you must use your palm, and it's that part of your palm that you must use in the slapping for this particular thing. Sometimes Bagua uses the whole palm. It never uses the heel palm, I don't think. There's probably an exception to the rule, but for this part it's just the whole palm, and you're slapping in there on the naguan point. The fingers become just slightly tensed as your foot slaps, and that energy explodes out through your body. And then the rest of that sung, or that gathering of the energy, is involved in coming back through with a little bit of tension again. That's yang as opposed to that's yin. However, they're both slightly tense because of the various shapes of the hand. So as it comes through from here, just throw the punch really like, You have to, of course, pull it with your partner because you don't want to kill the person, but you're upsetting the energy by striking the Na1 point, and the brain's shutting down for that split second because that's representative of the whole body. Whenever we get struck here, all the body's energy goes to that point for a split second, and while the brain's thinking, ooh, then that hand's already struck into this very vulnerable point in the neck, a whole bunch of points in the neck. But it's slightly, see it goes, starts from loose, it goes for a split second when your foot hits the ground to, it stretches, and then with the rebound of that, it happens in an instant, of course. It's not two, you must never think of two movements, you must think of one movement, one, and then it's slightly tense again. So if you're going to do it really slowly, and you shouldn't do it like this, you shouldn't even really think about this because then you get into trouble. You're coming in like that, bang, loose, tense, loose, tense, you see? But you shouldn't think about that because it's not, it's too quick to be, for conscious thought, you see? So as it's coming with a punch, you're like, ah! You notice my other hand was up there, just guarding. It touches the inside of the arm as I come through. Thank you, Eli. Okay, the next one. So we're doing number 2 now. So this time you're starting with the other hand. You're starting, that one started from just with your hands by your sides like that. This one starts in the more particular Bagua posture with the hands a little stretched to start with. And as you come through this time, that one was an open side, obviously, because I'm dealing with Eli's open side, so it goes out and then in, so you're virtually front on to your opponent. Now you're going to deal with the closed side. So from here, the left hand now is going to do that move that we did before, up, but it's going to be slapping down and up slightly. Down and up, slightly up the arm. So as you do your front foot slap, it's so don't do anything with your right hand just yet. You're going to be doing something obviously in a minute. That's the left hand, wah, and then it just slides up. It's not poking in the neck or anything, don't worry about that. It's just wah, and there's your rebound. So it relaxes again. So if I'm doing that to Eli, as he's attacking, most people will expect you, of course, to do something with this hand. But now you're going to do something completely different, which was what Bagua is all about. It's doing something totally different. As he's attacking, it's this hand that's going to come in, see? So it's wah! And where's my other hand? Ready for the rebound and the attack. We'll do that in a minute. So that hand has got to be on the outside of the hand, about halfway up, round about points called triple heater 8, which can't be protected by the body. No matter how much muscle you build here, can't be protected. Which is why in Bagua we never strike that particular point. We can strike colon 10, we can strike colon 12 even, but never triple heater 8. So you strike right in the middle of the arm basically, here and here. Wah! With again, it's with the whole palm and your fingers stretch. And you see how that goes right up through his body there, even if you just tap it lightly, you see. But if I were to go, nothing's happening. See, his body's just turning. But what you want is this shake going up through the body when you do it. And keep in mind, if someone's attacking you, they're going to have a stiff arm, which makes it even more potent when you come through. Thank you, Eli. Let's just try that, because it's difficult trying to get your left hand working rather than your right hand, because it's your right hand that's forward. So when you're here, just think about your left hand. Again, with that explosive attitude to it. Second part of that, it's the old spear fingers to the neck. Very dangerous. So when you're working with a partner, obviously, do not go anywhere near the person's neck, especially the CV22 point. All you literally need is just the thumb here into there, just like that. And even if you do it just lightly, the person goes down on a coughing fit on the floor. It's quite a potent point. It's one of the most dangerous points in the human body. If you just aim this one knuckle here to the top of the person's chest, and wah, then the thumb will just go straight in. That's one time for leaving the thumb out rather than tucked in like this in, for instance, Taiji. You'd never strike like that, but that way is fine because it's well protected and you're only going into a very soft area. See, if I aim that finger, if I pull my thumb back now, wah, into Eli's, right at the top of his